Here we go.
Let's make it a good day. We do it our own way. Let's make it a good day. Oh, no matter what they say. Oh, yeah.
Good morning, Bloomington. Good morning, Ely. Good morning, Meridian, Washington. And good morning to you. Welcome to the Jason Show. I'm Jace. Please say hello to my sidekick sister from another mister and Long John Silver's Employee of the Month, Armedy. It's Kendall Mark.
Stop it, Jason.
Hi, Kendall.
Hi, Jason.
How you doing? Happy, what day is it? Wednesday? Happy Wednesday to you.
Thank you. Happy Wednesday to you, too.
How you doing?
I'm fine until everyone on the staff made fun of me today.
Oh, now don't, because you know what's going to happen.
No, don't. You're still making fun of me.
I know. If you go to go to the Facebook page, you'll see the whole thing. Let me preface this, because I really don't want the emails today.
No.
Because I usually get them about you. I got them when I was with Keith. When we kid each other, it's like brother, sister kidding, okay?
Yes, people.
You make fun of me, I make fun of you. It's what siblings do. And it's what our whole crew does. We all make fun of each other.
Yes.
We all do.
National
Leo,
pastime.
that's what we do. So in the Jason Show Before the Show, which you can watch daily on our Facebook page, we realized the staff, I won't be able to say this with a straight face, we realized collectively that Kendall has very small little arms. And then we obsessed over it the entire meeting, did we not, Kendall?
I couldn't reach a bottle that I had thrown at Jason.
Did you hear that, audience? And people always feel sorry for her. Did you hear what she just said? Her little T-Rex arms couldn't reach a glass bottle that she wanted to throw at me.
A glass bottle. It was a cardboard, empty little container thing, because I don't remember what you'd even said. I threw it at you, and you passed it back to me to throw at someone else, and I couldn't reach it.
It was like this. The bottle went like right here, and this was Kendall. She couldn't reach it. And we died laughing.
Yeah.
So the whole meeting, we kept doing this, and we kept doing T-Rex arms.
I had to remove myself and go sit by Leo. He sits all by himself over in Antarctica, and I was like, I guess I'll get over there.
And let's be clear, I love how you think Leo is the bastion of kindness. He was laughing at you right with us.
Leo?
He was.
You were not.
He was. I looked. He has like 6 emotions, and we saw all 6 on display in today's meeting. Now, again, okay, so since we made fun of you today a lot more than anyone else, let's be fair.
Okay.
I will make fun of something about me. I have a very large, big toe.
But we already knew that.
I know, but we...
This is not a discovery like today's Discovery.
There they are.
I have a really short torso and arms.
We have fun, don't we?
We do.
We laugh. That's why photographer Eric, we thought about this a couple months ago, 6 months now. We now have photographer Eric, don't we, in the meetings to record everything, because we want, for the 800th time, the whole purpose of this nonsensical show is to make you laugh, really, especially nowadays. And we thought, wow, we're leaving all of this stuff on the table because y'all have siblings and family. You bicker and make fun of the ones you love. You know, you do. And don't be oversensitive about it.
Right.
I would never, ever, ever, I would never make fun of Kendall if it wasn't approved or mutual or respectful. I love her, vice versa. You don't have to defend her. We're all good.
I'm just fine. I have short arms. I'm fine.
And I have a giant big toe. Well, I told the story. I was at Schuler Shoes, and little Timmy shoe person came up to me, and he's like, "Oh, can I help you with shoes?" I said, "Yeah." And he goes, "You're size 13." And I go, "Wow, I love that you could tell right away." And he put my foot. He goes, "Have you ever been professionally sized?" I said, "Well, no. Shouldn't you take me out to dinner first?" But anyway, I said, "No." And he put my foot in this machine. He goes, and he literally did this. He goes, "Whoa, whoa, whoa." He goes, "That's a big toe." He goes, he goes, "You're basically a 14. He goes, "If you chop that thing off, you'd be a 13 or a 12. So
it happens. It's a growth plate issue. My sister has it too. We call it ogre toe. So you can use that.
See, and y'all feel sorry for her. She's calling her sister Shrek.
Hi, Ellie.
Let's get started, everybody. It's time for the hot dish. Let's roll it. Wow, you call your sister Ogre Toe?
She uses it as her fun fact.
It is. It's mine too.
Yeah, so it's fine.
You could dress mine up. You could put clothes on mine.
Hello.
Yeah. The Oscars drama continues. This time, no, we're not talking about the slap. Listen to this. Liza Minnelli is reportedly not happy about her role on the award show. And one of her dear friends says that she was sabotaged. There's a headline from page 6. During the broadcast, you guys may have seen this. She was brought out in a wheelchair, and she flubbed a few lines. We all felt uncomfortable, but Liza's getting up there, and you felt bad. Well, according to her bestie, she has been having back issues, but refused to be in a wheelchair because she didn't want people to worry about her health, like we initially we did. Instead, she wanted to sit in a director's chair. However, moments before she was to go on stage, according to them, a stage manager told her she had to use a wheelchair. And from that point on, she was frazzled. Are they sawing back there?
Yes.
Engineer Brad is sawing wood in the next room. If you hear that, don't worry. It's not. We don't have Eli Roth's Hostel in the background. It's not the Texas chainsaw. Is Jeff telling him to stop sawing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, Brad.
We do the show at 10 a.m.
We had to remind the workshop back there. We're on the air live at 10. Anyway, I feel bad for her, right, Kendall? I mean, and I can see if you're injured and you want to be presented. I don't like to be embarrassed. I get it. You want to be presented in a great way, in the best light, and they force you to be in a wheelchair. No wonder she was nervous, bless her heart, and flubbed lines. I don't like that. That makes me uncomfortable.
Right, and you think, they also said too, they think it was because everybody backstage was so flustered about the slap that it was like, okay, well, can you just do this? And that was that. But yeah, it did make us all feel bad because we all thought she's like really sick.
And she's a legend. Let's treat, you know what I mean? Let's don't pander to her. Treat her with respect. Treat her with dignity. Capital, that's the big, treat her with dignity. And,
like Gaga did.
And let them, if a woman wants to be in, she's Liza Minnelli. If she wanted to come out on a multicolored mule, let her, She's given us enough. No, that would have been great.
Multicolored.
That would have been absolutely fantastic. I'm not going to give photographer Eric any ideas. Next in the dish, Dee Wallace. Name familiar? She's the mom from E.T. Was on Drew Barrymore's talk show this week. And Dee shared an embarrassing story about Drew. Look.
We found you one day, and they would put E.T. in a corner when he wasn't working. And we found Drew, and she's over there just talking to him. And from that time on, Stephen had 2 guys on E.T. at all times, so that any time you went over to talk to him, his eyes could work and his head could go up and down and he could respond to you. I got to tell you this story. Do you remember filming E.T.'s death scene?
Oh, God, yes.
You were on an adjoining soundstage, and I went over and I said, okay, Drew, now we're going to go shoot the scene where E.T.'s dying. But he's not really dying, sweetheart. He's acting just like we are, okay? And you looked at me and you said, I know, Dee. Do you think I'm stupid?
And you can completely hear little Drew saying that.
Any 4-year-old.
Yeah.
Duh.
I love. Good to see Dee Wallace. She was actually here when the Eden Prairie Center, we're here in, our studios are in Eden Prairie, Minnesota, and there's the famous Eden Prairie Center Mall right down the road, where Mallrats was filmed, actually. Dee Wallace was brought in for the opening of the new AMC Eden Prairie. Oh. Yeah, and E.T.'s my all-time favorite movie, and I got to interview Dee, which was, I'm like, oh my God, this is Elliot's mom. Mm-hmm. I'm talking E.T.'s mom. Not really E.T., she didn't birth E.T., but you know what I mean.
She didn't birth E.T.?
She did. Ugh, can you imagine the labor pains with that one?
That's a big head.
That's a big head. little finger.
Hey, Klaus.
Little glowing, little.
Could you see that in the womb?
Yeah.
What's that?
It's like, hello. Next in the dish, Ben Affleck and Matt Damon are getting the band back together for another film. The Good Will Hunting pair have signed on to make a movie about the rise of Nike. This is cool. Ben Affleck will play Phil Knight, while Matt will play Nike exec. Sonny Vaccaro, whose pursuit of Michael Jordan changed the company in sports marketing forever. Amazon is one of the production companies behind the project. Fascinating. One of the companies behind the project. I watched the Michael Jordan documentary.
Yep.
And you learn Nike wasn't anything. And I'm old enough to remember that. It was all about Reebok and other. Nike was in the turlet, and they took they took a chance on each other.
Right.
And it benefited them both.
Right.
Let's just say that.
To this day.
To this day, I see people. Hot Trainer wears Jordans.
Right?
Yeah. I've never. Have you ever worn Jordan? What?
I'm offended. Yes, I was a cool kid. Of course I wore some Jordans.
Oh, well, I was not a cool kid.
I might have borrowed them from a friend because I couldn't afford them, but I wore them.
I was not a cool kid. See yesterday's show. Yeah. I wore Hush Puppies. Do you know what Hush Puppies were?
Only the food.
Oh, yeah, no, these were a brand of shoes.
Oh, you don't
Yeah.
say.
Oh,
you
they
wear
were.
the food on your feet.
Or they were a brand of shoes, and they were Hush Puppies. Yeah, and then there was Payless shoe. Yeah, anyway.
They were a shoe.
Yeah. Lots more to come. We'll be right back. Back after this. Coming up next, streaming slide. Netflix is losing subscribers, so what's going on? And what are they thinking of doing to stop the bleeding? Then, you love this series. Today, you're letting us know the things that annoy you most about your kids. This is going to be fun. And it's game time. Today, the staff is testing my memory to see how many former guests I actually remember being on the show. This is not going to end well for me. That and more when we come back. I know. Yesterday, welcome back, first of all. Tina Fey was on with Seth Meyers last night, and she talked about filling in on SNL at the very last minute last December. What's the story? You'll find out in our late night rewind.
Already knew on Tuesday that I was supposed to go to SNL on Saturday.
Yeah.
Because they needed someone to do update because
Oh, right.
Jost was out.
Jost had COVID.
Right, we can say that now,
Yeah.
I guess. And so I was like, okay. So then they kicked me out of Only Murders. I go home and I'm like, they give me another test, still good. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna do update. I go to SNL, it's a ghost town. Everyone's there. Rudd is there. People are dropping like flies, getting pulled, going home. And then somehow that weird show, it was just like me and Rudd and Keenan and Che and Tom Hanks. Like somehow me and Tom Hanks are the Expendables. It's like, no one cares if these two die. And Tom Hanks is like, I had it first.
You had it first, yeah.
I'm
That was
good.
the thing. They said if you got it, if you were willing to get it first, you'd be immune forever.
That's
Yeah.
that's
the deal. That's the deal he made. Yeah.
Okay. And then it was fine. And then I never got COVID, so probably tonight.
That episode she's talking about, that was a weird episode. Really, I remember us talking about it on that Monday.
Yeah, being like, oh, I don't get it.
And what was that?
Yeah.
My life changed 1 week ago when I met my new best friend. Please welcome back to the show. It's Amber Diamond from the new show TMZ Hip Hop.
Hi, Jason.
Hi, Amber. How are you doing?
I'm so good. How are you? I'm so happy to be back.
Okay, I'm already planning our future together. So we do you know about the Minnesota State Fair?
No, but I love fairs.
Okay, it is the second largest fair in the country.
Okay.
And our show is live there for like 11 days. We have to fly you out, and you have to be we have to go around the fair together.
I would love that. Oh my God, that
Yeah.
sounds so dope.
We have to do it. Okay,
Please.
let's get started. Drake posted a throwback pic that has people talking. Why?
Well, one, everyone thinks that Taylor and Drake gonna do an album, but you know, people do these little pictures, the throwbacks where they just throw everything on their page. It's old, they don't have nothing going on, and I mean, people are asking for it, but I'm not. I don't want it. Yeah, I'm not asking for no Drake and Taylor song. I'm okay.
This is the picture, right, Amber?
Yeah, this is a picture, and it's old, and she's cute. They're cute, but they're just friends. They look real close in this picture. Drake, you gotta tell us something. If so, let me know.
Exactly. Okay, next, Nicki Minaj. Threatening. Who is she threatening?
So Nicki posted a tweet basically saying that all her fans need to go watch this music video that she just had come out or whatever. And if they don't watch it, then she's not even releasing the album. You don't even have to do that, Nicki, because everyone's gonna stream it or watch it anyways because it's you. You don't have to do all this other promotion. But you know, whatever works, works. We're gonna watch the video.
So
It's a good video.
So wait a minute. So and you know she's not going to do it anyway. So she says she's not going to release it if people don't watch the video.
Right. She's gonna release it.
Yes.
And it's not fair. It's not fair. Why you gotta make all of us go watch that video just for one person? Like, what if I just want to hear the album right now? Like, that's not fair.
No.
It's not fair.
And she's getting the money anyway, and she's making us work.
Right. We gotta watch the video and no, Nicki, come on, release the album. Stop playing with us. We gonna watch the video, okay?
It's like a part-time job.
It really is. And the video is dope. You know, it's giving us old Nicki. She got all these old Nicki looks. It's bringing back, you know, how she used to be when she did the music videos. I mean, we're enjoying it. So thank you for the music video, but Nicki, give us the album.
Yeah.
Stop playing.
Amber, do you know what like one of my life goals is to I want to memorize super bass, and I have yet to do it. Speaking of classic Nicki. Oh, did we lose Amber? My revelation.
like-
Did you hear? Did I lose you?
I hear someone's phone call saying that they got to pay something.
Are you? We put Ted's cell phone into Amber's ear?
Ted, go pay your bill.
Amber, my producer's cell phone is in your ear. Debt collectors are calling.
Ted, go pay your bills. They coming after you, boy. They coming after you.
Amber, we'll see you next week.
Oh, I'm coming to the fair. Let me know. I'm ready.
Done. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Bye, sweetie. We'll see you next week.
See you soon.
Bye, Amber. Hit TMZ Hip Hop at 11:35 on Fox 9. Did the engineers pump in a different signal into her ear?
I don't know, but Ted, pay your bills.
They put Ted's cell phone into her ear. Oh my goodness. Oh.
It's probably from the parking. It's probably parking tickets.
I wasn't bored. I wasn't looking at my watch. I just got a text. Something was being pumped into her ear. Oh, it's Ted's phone. Oh, Ted. Pay the Time Life people. The Columbia Record and Tape people are looking for you, Ted.
That's one way to wrap an interview, I guess.
Seriously. I thought she went silent on my revelation that I wanted to
thought so
memorize
too.
super bass. I thought she was so taken back by that.
So judging.
Hashtag poor Ted.
Literally, poor Ted.
Ted, dear Amber, pay your bills, Ted.
Coming.
Oh, we got to bring her to the fair.
Oh,
we
God, we can give
have
her
to bring
corn
Amber to the
dogs.
fair.
We
got
got an alligator on a stick.
Yeah. Queen Mim III is watching, I'm sure, maybe. She's back from vacation.
Mm-hmm.
She went on some sort of like
Sabbatical.
some cruise or something. Make that happen. Call the TMZ people. We got to get her to the fair. Next in the dish. After 8 seasons in primetime, ABC's Blackish is ending its run. The series finale aired last night. And Anthony Anderson and Tracy Ellis Ross joined Jimmy Kimmel to talk about doing the final scene. This is great. Look at this.
Is you guys together alone in an empty house.
Yes.
Because you move out of the house. What was that like, being in that house together?
You know, that was the difficult moment for me in rehearsal. You know, leading up until that day, you know, you've been preparing yourself, or I had been preparing myself for that moment to come. And that was the last scene of the show for us to shoot. And in rehearsal, you know, I'm looking around this empty house and talking about our memories, and I'm just hit with a flood of emotion and tears. And Tracy, it was like, okay, guys, that's enough. We'll go get ready.
I was like, I don't think we should go through the whole rehearsal.
Yeah.
We couldn't get through the rehearsal. And I think it was, you know, the words in that scene, yes, are indicative of the scene, but they're also the reality of what we were coming to the end of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was, it was really hard and really beautiful too. So they were with us too.
If you're like 12 people that have never watched or unaware of the show, it follows an upper-class black family as they juggled personal and socio-political issues. It won several awards over its 8 seasons over there on ABC. The thing that I find most interesting is, you know, they didn't like each other for like 10 years. They didn't like each other for the first, basically most of the run of that show. Tracy they hosted an award show together. They presented at the Vibe Awards one year, and Anthony made a joke that Tracy didn't like, and Tracy didn't really know Anthony. Then they did this show together, and Anthony made reference to it. He goes, she didn't even like me for the first, and look, and that's not uncommon. I mean, this isn't a blind item, but I've worked with people that I'm not social friends with. I work with people now, like you and I.
Does,
yeah,
right?
Like you and I, we do socialize. Jeff and Eric and Ted, we go out socially, but I do work with people that we're friends from no shade, but we're not social friends.
Right, and you don't have to like everybody you work with and still be able to work well.
Yeah,
So.
exactly. I like everyone here though. Well, there's one person, but anyway, next in the dish. Just joking. Changes could be coming to Netflix. Yeah, they better. The company announced it may have to start considering running ads. The company's CEO says they are now open to the idea of a lower cost ad-supported membership. It comes after Netflix said that they lost, listen to this, 200,000 subscribers in the first quarter. Hulu, HBO Max, Peacock, all have lower cost options that include ads. The new version would likely not be available for at least a year or two. Thoughts on this?
I think it makes sense. I don't know if people who love Netflix, though, are going to be down with it because all those other companies always had the ad option.
Yep.
Whereas Netflix, people are going to be like, and 70,000 of that are from Russia alone, of the people who have dropped because they took Netflix out of Russia. So the numbers, you never know if they're going to be like, well, it's fine, we'll keep it. I don't know.
Look at you, Leslie Stahl, knowing the numbers come out of Russia.
Well, it's a large amount. Thank you.
I love your research.
Thank you.
No, here's my simple suggestion. Put better crap on your service and schedule it better. It's not they have great content. The problem is scheduling. You know, when one hot show ends, you better have another one ready to go. And they've used to be really, I'm not kidding, this really is the problem. Think about it. Whoever used to schedule their output was so fantastic. You almost have to be a mind reader. You almost have to look into the future. When one hot show ends, you better have another hot show ready to debut that next day, because we now have the attention span of a very, very small squirrel. And we're going to go to Peacock, we're going to go to HBO Max. That's the problem.
And HBO Max does a good job with that now.
I'll eat crow. I made fun of it for the first 2 months of its existence. It's really good now. Time to meet today's JVIP. Today, it's Lily Wygand. Hi, Lily. She says, I'm the sunshine to her day. Oh, thank you, Lily. Giggles and laughter to start the morning, she writes to us. I get the kids to school, and showtime is my minute to myself before I start the day. You get it, Lily. That's what we want this show to be. Lily gets a Jason Show mug. She's also entered to win the monthly grand prize that includes coming into the studio to watch the show, a $150 accessories gift card to Becker Furniture World, a $200 gift card from Woodhouse Spa, and a very small hug from Kendall.
I don't know what to say.
We love you, Lily. Welcome to our family. We're a little nutty. We'll be right back. Back in a moment. Little hug, Kendall, little hug. We matched today, I just realized that. We're doing the navy blues today.
It's a blue kind of Wednesday.
No, it's never blue when you're around. Welcome back. Last week, we couldn't stop laughing at your responses to a question that we posted on the Jason Show Facebook page. So here's the deal. We asked all of you, what's the most annoying thing that your significant other does? It was such a hit. Y'all loved it so much. Today, we wanted to continue the series with a twist. Today, what's the most annoying thing about your children's? Your children's. Look at those happy kids in that generic photo, Kendall. Aren't they
Tiny
happy?
humans.
Aren't they great? Denise is up first to complain about her tiny humans. Hi, Denise. She starts us off. Quote, the thing that annoys me most is using the dryer to warm up their already dry clothes, then leaving the dryer door open. Oh.
That's brilliant.
It is. You know what this is akin to is, and I think you do this, or Jordan does this, leaving cabinets open. Didn't you say that Jordan does this?
I do it.
Oh, you do that. Okay.
I didn't know. And then one day I was like, why? Oh, I'm the only one home every time this happens.
Yeah.
It's me.
Yeah, close the dryer. I have done this, though. Believe me. Tammy is next. Hi, Tammy. The most annoying thing about her kids is empty boxes or containers of things in the cabinet and refrigerator freezer. Throw it away. Oh yeah, like if you finish like some butter or you finish some milk and you just leave the container in the refrigerator. Or I used to do this, cereal boxes. Used to like eat all the Fruity Pebbles and then you put the box back.
Well, I would always put it back so that my mom like didn't know it was me, but then she'd be like, not only do I know that it's you, but now we don't have any.
Yeah.
Dummy.
Oh, I could go through a box of Fruity Pebbles though. Oh, all by myself. Again, hashtag Puffy Kid. The Puffy Kid Diaries. Jessie is next. Hi, Jessie. The thing that annoys her most about her children, my spoons and Tupperware disappear. When I ask him about it, of course, it wasn't him. Then who? Where did they go? They just disappear.
My sister's best friend, and she still does this, would come over to my parents' house and always take my mom's spoons and like not realize she was doing it. So she'd take food in the car. Annie would do this, and my mom would be like missing her spoons, and she'd be like, Susan, your daughter has my spoons again.
I love,
like my mom.
Don't you love how she first made the name generic and then she flat out called her out? If you're watching, Susie.
Hi, Annie. Hi,
Oh,
Susan.
Annie, yeah.
Love you guys.
Carol is next. Hi, Carol. The thing that annoys her most about her kids, she says, down to 2 forks in the drawer, time to search son's room. Oh, yeah.
Just
I used to keep cereal bowls. I mean, again, I used to keep food bowls and then I'd put them under my bed.
We all did that, like empty wrappers that mom wouldn't know. You just put it under the mattress.
Well, Dar used to make me eat a full breakfast. I've told the story before, but she used to make me eat a full breakfast up until junior high.
Yeah.
And she made me eat, and which usually included sausage links, and I hated sausage links at the time. Now I would love them, obviously. And when she wasn't looking, I would throw them behind the couch. So there was like a log cabin of sausages. And then she went to move the couch to clean the... It did stink after a while, yeah.
It's disgusting.
I was grounded from watching Dallas. That's what she got, yeah. Which,
I'm sure you were.
Oh, yeah. Hey, now settle down.
Sausage links behind the couch? These aren't like wrappers or wrapped items. These are like protein molding.
Ingenuity, that's what I call it, ingenuity. We're talking about the most annoying things your kids do. Deb is up next. Hi, Deb. How hard is it to replace the toilet paper and paper towels when it's empty? It has always been a mystery to me. I think that goes beyond kids. Does Jordan not replace things?
He's good about that. But what he does is if it's empty, we don't have any more, he puts it like on this ledge behind the sink. And so just like this empty ketchup bottle will be there for a week, and that's his way to tell me we need more ketchup. And so just writing it down drives me a little crazy.
Struck a nerve on that one. Sherry has a common one. Hi, Sherry. They turn on all the lights and then they leave them on even when they aren't in the room anymore. I find it odd that I do a lot of these.
Like
I do a lot of these, but I like bright. I like this atmosphere.
But you're not in there anymore.
But I feel it.
You feel it.
It's the feeling of the house.
Subconsciously just know.
I don't like a dark house.
Okay.
Because I think that, then evil spirits are in there.
They're already in
Kevin said this, thanks. Years ago, my stepson loved to sit in his room and play Halo. One day he calls out, "Mom!" She hurries to his room to see what is wrong, and he says, "Can you turn out my light?"
Because he wouldn't get up and do it.
Wow.
Oh, I bet she raised a little you-know-what.
Oh, that is some lazy right there. Well, he didn't want to leave the game. It was probably during, let me play devil's advocate.
No.
I'm looking at the moment for him. He was maybe in a very pivotal moment in Dungeons and Dragons, and he couldn't get up off the couch without messing up the game. I'm not excusing it. I'm explaining it, maybe. I'm just saying. No. Next is Samantha. She says, we have 4 teenagers. God bless you. Enjoy your little ones now, people, because someday they will be teens and they will know literally everything.
No more lies.
That is fantastic. Paula's next. Hi, Paula. My kids are 22 and 26. When they come home and fix something to eat, they leave food in the bowl for me to scrape out. All I can think of is, who the heck raised you? You, Paula. You. We'll continue this series. Thanks, everyone, for your responses. We're going to take a break. Did you know it's National Lookalike Day? What happens when we put all of us into a computer to figure out who we allegedly look like? I'm here. I haven't seen these. I hear yours is funny. We'll find out when we return. Back in a moment. Do you know who's yours is? Oh, you do? Okay.
Let's make it a good day. We do it our own way. Let's make it a good day. Oh, no matter what they say. Oh, yeah.
Our friends, the boys of the M House. There's Addie. The back of Addie's head. I love it. Addie does our social media. She's phenomenal. And we're Disney siblings. We both love the WDW. Hey, welcome back. They say we all have a doppelganger somewhere in the world. But imagine if that lookalike was a celebrity. Did you know that today is Lookalike Day?
I had no idea.
Yes, you did. In honor of that, the Jason Show research team got to work to discover our celebrity doppelgangers. So, you know these. I did not see these, okay? I'm up first. Let's see what the research team discovered. My celebrity look-like is Daniel Levy. Yes! You know what? I'll take it. Daniel's a really good-looking guy. I wish I had his eyebrows.
He has great hair, too.
And his wardrobe and his hair. But hey, I'll take it. Yeah.
I like it. I can see it.
David. Yeah, I love it. And I do have some of David's mannerisms, too. So Kendall is next. Oh, God, here we go. Her celebrity look-like is...
I hate you guys so much.
In her legendary pose, Leanne Rimes. And they even have the same Instagram pose. Girl, look at you. You are gorgeous, first of all, and you are rocking that pose.
Don't we look alike?
You have that hip out. You are so good at posing. That hip is basically in the next picture. You are just posing so beautifully.
So hot, so hot.
Look at that.
I really have most of my life heard like that would be if you had to pick somebody who you'd look like.
Oh, it's true.
Yeah.
You're so pretty.
Oh, thanks.
You are.
Moving on.
No, you are. Look at it. You no bad pictures of you.
Sure.
Okay. Oh gosh, is Theodore next? Producer Ted is an easy one. Many of you have pointed this out throughout the years. His celebrity look-like is Tom Green. You know, it's obvious, but when you see it side by side, it's
so
quite funny.
It's so much better. Oh my gosh, Ted.
They both pay their bills, by the way. Yes.
Well.
Oh, next, executive producer Jeff. We couldn't figure it out, so we actually did upload Jeff's picture into a website called starbyface.com. And the answer, Danny McBride.
I mean, I can, Jeff, no. I can kind of see it from this photo. But otherwise?
No. I mean, the hair is different. The nose a little bit. No.
I mean,
That's a good-looking picture of Jeff, though.
it is. Is
Yeah.
that on your Tinder?
It looks like a. One celebrity look like we have to show you again is Shane Wells, who was on the show from the very beginning. She's now on the Fox 9 Good Day. A few years ago, we had her look-alike on the show and got a picture of them together. Who was it? It's former Olympic gold medalist Nastasia Lukin. Nastia Lukin. Yeah. Look at that.
It's crazy.
That is real. Look at that.
They do look like both very beautiful women.
Beyond. Both experts in gymnastics.
Yes. Shane can do a flip like nobody's business, okay?
We're going to take a break. Coming up next, a game that I will completely fail at. How well do I remember guests that have been on this show over the past 7 years?
Who is today?
I don't know. We'll be right back. Back in a moment. I can't even tell you this week. Welcome back, friends. In the years, over the years on our show, we've talked to countless famous faces, but the question is, do I remember all of them? It's time to find out because it's game time, everyone. Oh, you have the answers?
Uh-huh.
Okay, today's game is called Replace That Face. Our producers scoured the Jason Show Instagram for famous faces. They covered up the famous face, and it's up to me to try to remember who it is. And Kendall is here to offer clues if necessary. Are you ready?
Uh-huh.
Okay, first one, Leo. Henry Winkler. That's right. That was the year that American Idol ended on Fox. I was in LA for that, and I met him at a convention.
Oh.
Yeah, so that one.
I don't have those kind of details.
It's all right, yeah. Next one, here we go. Oh, easy. That's Priscilla Presley. Yes! And that...
How are you so good at this? It's like literally just her body. It's like the Headless Horseman.
When you meet Jenna Wade from Dallas, you don't forget that. That was at Grand Casino in Hinckley, and I will tell you, that is when I realized that our show was kind of catching on because we were treated so well, and she was delightful. I was asked to moderate her show there. She was doing a show called Elvis and Me, and I was asked to moderate. And I spent a good chunk of the day with her, actually.
Yeah, like just you two?
Just us. And she could not have been more gentle, more kind, more giving. Love her. Love Priscilla Presley.
Have you ever been to Graceland?
Yeah, I have when I was a kid.
Oh,
yeah.
so cool.
Next up, let's see here. Oh, the shirt gives it away. Nick Cannon. Nick Cannon.
Showing sweatshirts.
Yeah. Another look. I know people have a lot of opinions on Nick, but I always reference Nick. Opinions aside, he sat right there and he could not have been kinder to me and everyone else here, and that matters. He was very kind. Were you here then?
No, but you've always said that
Always.
he's one of your favorite guests because he just was very gracious.
Very. And he came to play. I always say that, comes to play. Okay, up next, I'm doing pretty well.
Who could it be? Feeding
Okay,
you?
well, first of all, could I look more unattractive there?
Feeding you
Hold
food.
it. It's time for the noon feeding, everyone.
He's hungry.
Gotta feed the home. Anyway, that's the Cake Boss.
That's
Is
right.
it Buddy? Yeah.
Is this pre-arm issue?
Can I tell you, Buddy has the distinction of causing the most mayhem on the set because he was not here 3 seconds before we got back on air. Is that what the clue is?
Your clues for this one were bakery, Las Vegas, and last minute.
Oh,
So that makes
last
sense.
minute, the freaking music was on, and the floor director
Freaking
had to
music.
catapult him into that seat.
Was that you, Evan?
Yeah, it was Evan. Literally had to throw Buddy onto the seat. Okay,
Get over there.
next one. Here we go, Leo.
Oh, I know this one.
Oh, Vanessa Williams.
Yes, she is.
Can I tell you, We couldn't get it. We couldn't find the behind-the-scenes story of this one. We couldn't get a driver to drive her back and forth between Evine and here. My husband had to drive her and Jeff in my husband's car, and they're driving back and forth, and then we got in trouble because like Colin shouldn't have driven her. We're like, what do you want us to do? Call Vanessa Williams an Uber?
We can't do that.
Come on, get a budget.
This is America.
Yeah. Okay, next one.
Ooh, a little harder.
Oh, this is Nate Berkus.
It is. Why do you say it like that?
Next.
Oh, okay. I love his husband, Jeremiah Brent.
I love his mom. His mom, Nancy, is a doll. Love her beyond. Next. Oh.
Do you want a hint?
And that's a horrible face.
I haven't been able to give a hint.
All I'm doing is staring at my various sizes and faces and why do I anyway? That's from White Lotus, Steven Zahn. Yeah. Steven looks like I'm pinching him. Look at his face. Hello.
Hi.
Yeah, he was very nice. That was an event that I actually did with Louis Anderson.
Oh.
Louis was giving Steven an award, and I was asked to be the MC for that. Steven was really, really nice. Yeah, no dish there. Okay, next one.
Oh, where are we? That could help.
Oh, dude from Stranger Things. The logo's back there. It gives it up. What's his face? David Harbour. Yeah.
He was great.
Wasn't he great, Kendall?
I do remember him.
And that was our special week of shows from Vikings headquarters, from their studio. That was a fun week. I love that. And he, again, was very, very nice. No bad stories there. Okay, last one. Here we go.
Oh, this is the one, Jeff, that you might not get.
Talia Shire. Is that Talia Shire? From Rocky and The Godfather. Again, delightful. Delightful. She couldn't have been nicer and so giving in the commercial break. We were talking and talking, and she told me all sorts of Rocky stories, all sorts of Godfather story, things I can never repeat. She was great.
You couldn't have let Jeff, who worked so hard after breaking his back on all these clues, let you think you at least didn't know one of them.
I know. I mean, the
He
better
broke
game.
his back.
The better game would be, can you name employees in the building?
It's up next.
I wouldn't be able to. Sorry, Nightside. We'll be right back. Back in a moment. Who is that? Is that Randy Meyer? I don't know who that is. I should quickly explain myself because I know Nancy, Nate Berkus' mom, watches the show. I wasn't throwing shade. To quickly explain, I loved Nate. It was one of those where I'd never meet, like he wasn't my idol, but I really was excited to meet him. And I think he was having an off day. He was rushed that day and didn't seem very excited to be here, and it broke my heart, and I was really bummed. That's why. I love Nate, love him on Oprah.
And we love their show.
And yeah, and I love his show, but that's why. He always sticks in there as like one of those, ooh, and I have so few of those, but he was having a bad day, and I felt bad. Time for the world's shortest segment. Say goodbye to one of the queens of Hallmark movies. Candace Cameron Bure just signed a deal with the GAC media company to make movies and TV shows. If you don't know what that is, it's a cable channel run by a former Hallmark Channel boss. Over 10 years, Candace Cameron Bure has made dozens and dozens of TV movies for Hallmark, including this one, If I Only Had Christmas. We will miss her. Thank you, Candace, for all that you gave us. We'll be right back. Wrapping things up for today. Hold on to your wigs and keys. It's time for the surprise goodbye. Now, we never know what's in this until right now. Keep this in mind the next time you come across a Canadian goose. A woman in Florida got a little too close to the nest of a goose, causing the bird to attack. Oh my goodness! This is my best friend Jen's worst nightmare. Watch as she throws her things on the ground after getting ambushed. While the goose was distracted by a car, she managed to pick up her belongings and run away. Apparently, the baby goose is out of the nest now, so people are hoping the mother isn't so protective. Seriously, that's my best friend Jen's. She thinks that's how she's gonna die. Tomorrow, speaking of my dear friend, Stephanie Hansen is back. She's bringing her Instant Pot. to show us how to make easy artichokes under pressure.
Ooh.
That's tomorrow. Right now, though, if you're watching and you're a kid that's being bullied, you go out there and be yourself because nobody can tell you you're doing it wrong. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.